Welcome back to our series on Lightspeed Framework features. Today we will dive into the look and feel options built into our framework. Our framework utilizes Sass architecture, which is a precursor to CSS. In layman's terminology, look and feel is managed using Sass files, which are later compiled and will generate a minified CSS file. Since the CSS files are minified, they are usually smaller in size, resulting in a better user experience. All look and feel updates are done at design time, but the selection of active style can be made at runtime for the application. The biggest challenge we faced while working with look and feel was the number of styles one needs to manage when working with various components. The more component libraries one uses in their application, the more they need to play around with individual styles to overcome the inconsistencies and conflicts. We have been very mindful to not include too many libraries in our solution, as it becomes a daunting task to merge their styles in a unified manner. Our selection of Kendo UI components surely helped us in keeping this challenge under control. We have broken down the look and feel into themes, where our framework-based theme becomes the starting point, and you can create your own custom themes, which will define the overrides or additions from the base theme. Every application usually requires updates, which starts with changing logos and colors. All logos are stored in a predefined folder and are quite easy to replace. As far as the updates to the application colors are concerned, using Sass architecture became a blessing, as all colors are defined using variables in the base theme. So to override any color, all you need to do is to find the variable and assign your specific color to it. We took this even a step farther, where you are defining the variable for the color and then assigning a color, and then when assigning color to a specific style, you are assigning that specific variable. This allowed us to change the definition of the color by just altering a single variable. If you are interested in changing the style, you can override a specific style in your theme and it will go into effect right away. Please note that even though the style updates are done at design time, the minified compiled CSS files can be deployed with no downtime on the production server. Let's review the structure of the folders that is built into our application to manage themes. The styles folder is where all look and feel related styles are managed. You always have the option to add your own custom styles within each form, but we encourage you to think more globally and limit such implementations unless absolutely necessary. The first two, Bootstrap and Kendo UI, are the base implementations from their respective libraries. Although we may have tweaked some settings in these folders, we recommend you not altering them, as this may impact future upgrades to the application. LSS UI is the primary folder where you can view and manage the customizations related to your styles. The base folder is the root style folder, where our framework has merged the styles from Bootstrap and Kendo UI libraries and extended them with the needed updates for the base implementation of the theme. The other three folders, Bootstrap, Default, and Material, are the three application styles which we have provided by default. Please note that the Bootstrap folder in LSS UI should not be confused with the Bootstrap folder in Styles folder, which is the application style. These three application style folders are where you customize them, or you can create your own application style as needed. We recommend making a copy of an existing application style, like Material, and updating the references as a starting point. The default style folder only has the references to the import files with no overrides to begin with. In our use case, or in our base application, we have extended only the default Bootstrap application style with some overrides to get you started. As you can see, you can define your variables as well as override the Kendo variables by assigning them to those variables. This architecture makes it a breeze to update by tweaking a single variable, which will then merge at all places. If you require any overrides to style, you can implement them in site.css within your theme, as that is the final style file which gets applied. Now that you are familiar with this structure, let's make a couple of tweaks. The first tweak we want to make is to change the font of the application from Tahoma to Verdana, and then assign a new color to one of the variables. Once the styles are compiled, the new CSS files are generated and the updates are visible right away in a seamless user experience. As you can see, we have updated the dark blue theme to a dark brown theme, and it is truly integrated in a unified way. There is no limit on number of themes you can create, but the base implementation in our framework allows you to select a single theme for the application. However, if you're looking to define themes for each user or for all users of a tenant, our framework does support that ability with low code. Thanks for watching, and we encourage you to watch other features of the Lightspeed framework. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us.